I know there's lots of stuff around. You just gotta chill. 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 Thank you. Alright, there you go. Update. Cool. Things I didn't agree to. Cool. Watch. Fucking cat. Sorry. Everything's a mess because of my friend moving out and, or moving in. And he's not back till Sunday, but I had to move a lot of things and our dumpsters were closed for the 2 days, so I haven't been able to take all this. So my living room's just packed with a whole bunch of boxes. The cats are all up in arms about it. Good times, and hey, how you doing, Finero? So I'm just dealing with all of them trying to be like around me because they're afraid right now, and 2 of them try to fight all the time, and it's got to stop. But that in short, I hope everyone's had a great week so far. I gotta just try it. Raph, it really cost me an arm and a leg, bro. Yeah, Vu, it cost me. I think I did 5 Eternals worth of sacrifice. Like my vault is cleared out. Like this was almost full. Now it's just this left. I got rid of some 6-star souls of champions I didn't have. I've been waiting for them for years and still didn't get them. Like, you know, I didn't want to get rid of an Acrizia 6-star. I didn't want to get rid of 6-star for it was a 5-star that was for another like Void Legendary. But in short, I think it was Acrizia and it was her. I think I had a 5-star her. It was her or her. But the gist is, like, I've been waiting for Acrizia for like a year and a half. Like, just didn't get them. Right now, even during this 2x, I'm not gonna pull 7 void shards. I know everyone's really skeptical on if we're getting a Leo event, or that like calendar-wise, it's really probably going to be near the end of the Turtles event in November, if they do it, because people are pointing out, you know, in Discord that there's still a Raph Soul event to do. There's still April Soul. There's still the new fusion to kick in, and there's still the soul for her if it's in time for the end. And then on top of that, like, Leo's definitely gonna, I'm gonna put like a 90% coin down on and say he'll be a path that's split with him and his soul, because there's no real calendar window for them to do 2 separate events for Leonardo and his soul. The most unfortunate way they could do Leonardo is if he's a tournament reward and his soul's in a path of some kind, or a card flip of some kind. It's more likely it's the opposite, and like he'd be this, and then, or the event for him, like they did for April here, or if they do an event for Shredder style where he's a tournament reward, and then his soul is like an earnable achievement of some kind. But I think no matter what they're going to do, this shard, because they know people have been saving for almost 2 months of their shards, they just know it's everyone's got the feeling out there is that it's going to cost an arm and a leg of shards, or shards and divers, or training, whatever it is, to get them. There's a champ chase starting, and it is a personal reward. I doubt this will just be 2 legendaries worth. It'll probably be like 6, but I'm more interested in these rewards on the sides. So it is a tournament as well, so I can't gauge if you know, can't gauge if what it's going to be for the rewards and how they're going to do it. I was running these guys. You got to be careful doing this. You can get banned by accident because it's fighting in less than a second. So just keep that in mind. Boozer put the warning out. So did a few other people. There's no calendar still? Like, what the hell? Sorry, I'm just looking at the game and there's no, there's just a champ training event calendar. There we go. So, hey, Alt Prince, how you doing? Here's where we are. This is in the middle. The drop fervor. Yeah, that's whatever. This is going to happen tonight. Starts in like 3 hours, so like 4 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, or Mountain Time. And it's going to be, you know, some people who don't have Shredder, I don't know if they're going to pull for him. And on top of that, the other events, as you can see, are not even listed. There's nothing Monday through Wednesday. There's going to be some prep time in there for the fusion. I don't want to skip such a good fusion, but like, we just have no info for how they're going to do Leonardo. Even if he's like a last-ditched thing, are they going to do the fusion and him on top of each other? I don't know. Hey, Thugzilla, how you doing? Well, you're in my way. Like, I can't hold you. Nice to see you too, Cat, but I can't keep holding you. It's going well. We're just talking that the upcoming events, they haven't listed any information on when they're happening and how they're happening. So, like this calendar, nothing listed on it into next week. So, sorry, I just put her down. I couldn't hold her at the same time. So there's nothing here going into next week, into the end of October. It's a busy time for me. There's these Sprint Finish Pack, which they were calling, I think, Summer or Spring. Yeah, Summer End Packs, and then Shocktober Bundle. Is this too? Mine's like almost $100, so it's not happening. Forge Pass started its Bolster. I guessed it would be Bolster or Slayer. I'm really upset it's not Slayer, to be honest. They've really milked us for months to not do a Slayer one. It's been like 6 months. They really got to put these sets in the game in a different way. Like, it takes way too long. You get Slayer twice a year. Like, there's no desire to get the pass. Like, outside of that. Shredder events still doing for the points. Got 2 days left. I just don't have the energy to burn on it constantly. I'm doing champ training. Got another. I think we got 2 days left on training too. I haven't really grabbed anything out of here yet. Where my cutoff is probably right here. I don't want to invest too much, but I do gotta eventually do it. Yeah. How's there? You're skipping the fusion because she can be pulled from shards and Leo's limited. Yeah, Prince. Like, that's still her utility kind of saves her as decent. Yeah. Oh, we don't know how multipliers yet. She might not be as scary as damage dealer tested, but she is another lockout option. Yeah, like, I think Alt Prince brings up the point that most people like feel is that she's going to be. Sorry, she is 5 for 90 minutes. She is. Sorry, I'm just trying to multitask. It's hard to talk. My cats, like, they're just. I really need to get all this stuff organized over the next 2 days, just so they can have some room, and I have room in my bedroom again. In short, they cannot. They got so. What I'm trying to say is they've. Let me start over. What I'm trying to say is the fusion looks great. Like for a Halloween fusion, she's like much better than they normally are. The hard part is this: Leo is like Prince said, and others have say like limited champion last time to get him pretty much. Whenever his event does drop, they're either not going to drop him till the very end, or they're going to drop him on top, and you got to pick which one you want to do. Like they'll English. I'm just frustrated. Sorry. In short, they're going to do like a summon rush or something right before they drop Leo, or right after. That will be fusion related. So if you choose to do Leo, you're going to get nuked for shards and then likely not have enough to do the fusion. Or you'll have to like get some and you only have a limited time to replenish kind of thing. Yeah, getting both fusion and Leo is going to be hard. They haven't said anything about his soul. That's why I feel it probably has a path, because they're cutting it close. They have Shredder we have Shredder's soul finally here. But April and... They haven't done April and they haven't done Raphael's soul. So unless they do a triple soul tree of some kind and Leo's some reward, then I don't know what they're going to do. Everyone's on their toes. Like, I don't think I have enough shards at all. Coco, enough. I don't have enough shards. I don't think I have enough souls. If it's a combo soul shards, like I'm just hung out to dry. I'm gonna have to buy them. Coco, enough. Sorry, it's really late right now. It's about 1 a.m. So I'm just trying to keep the cats chill. Like they can't stay up all night like they're used to. With another person that's gonna be here. Just stressed about that. All of this collab out, they will likely go for later. Yeah, like if they do a soul one, I think the community's going to be in an uproar that Raph and Leo were both souls. The community's basically ready to explode on them if they don't make this Leo event something achievable. Like they're gonna, if it's a 1 in 200 or tournament reward, if it's a 1 in 100 tournament reward, if it's locked behind like 120 or 140 Void Surge summons, if it's like any of the negative ways they do those champions, then people are going to lose their shit. You've never saved as many shards before? Well, welcome to the free-to-play life. Coco, enough! That's the free-to-play grind. SKB, if he was here, he would tell you. Shh! Sorry. Just trying to keep her quiet a little bit. It's very difficult. Why does Shredder have chains? What's it? Because he was on the dragon when he came. That's right. Never mind. Clan vs. Clan's 4 days away. A 2x event starts in 2 hours 55 minutes. That's the Void. This is rare for them to do Void into Void. They only did, I think, a Ancient, and then they really are trying to bleed to shards, because they did 2x Void, then they did Ancients, then they did Ancient 2 Legendary Pull. They're flying through them. Like, this portal has not been not glowing at any point. I didn't pick up any prisms. I wanted to, but wasn't in the cards. We have a strike here in Canada for mail right now, and I'm just waiting on so many, like, that's another thing stressing me, is I'm waiting on so many checks in the mail, and there's a mail strike, and it's, it's like the third one or fourth one this year. It's just getting frustrating. They're Giga Whale or nothing. Nothing to say here. Yeah, there are players that definitely are going to, like, they might not, like, new players are really not going to realize these are limited event champions. Because, like, okay, if we go to Index, right, we go to Bannerlord, and we click Michelangelo, nowhere here does it say a little eye that's limited. Like, here it says can't be summoned from shards, right? But if you go to here, sorry, I clicked the wrong one. Can be acquired from shards. It says he cannot be summoned from shards. So newer players, that I'm just saying, they get confused. His event hasn't started, but like right here, confusing to them. Or you go here and say we're like, really want this guy. Can't get him anymore. So it's just, you gotta click the eye, but most players aren't gonna even think to do that. The fusion does look good. I wish there was a card in game for her that you could see what her stuff, her stats right now. Let me find a freeze frame, hang on. So Plarium revealed some stuff to Nubs, I guess, as of August 19th. The faction they showed... I didn't even realize this. They showed some of the faction. Looks very Godforge-esque. So their answer to, will the event dungeons be changed from Pinpoint? Yes, the next couple of days. Oh, you add more clan bosses, yes, but not in the near future. Oh, you raise progressive rates on target events, yes, and there might even be new types of summon events as well. When? When's that one happening? I'm sure people are asking. Will you add a mercy counter for relics? No. Will the event dungeon gear set be... that we already answered one. Will you add more ways to get Basalt? Yes. Live Arena Chimera Citranos. Will you add a wishlist boost to regular summons? No. More boosted events instead. Will there be mini games on Player and Play? Yes, the next one's coming in Halloween. So there's a mini game coming. That's why I was reading this. Sorry, I knew I saw something for Halloween in here. So there's a Halloween mini game. This is from Hell Hades. It was shared with Nums that he did a Q&A with Plarium. This is back from August. And then, are there any new plans to change the 2x super raids with 3x? Yes. So super raids, I guess, are getting kicked up. Will there be more factions after the upcoming one? Yes. So this is not the final faction. Okay. So Boozer anything got that, but anyway, that's that. It's from August 18th. New fusion. This is what I wanted. Hellhades.com, new fusion. That's what she looks like. So one, she's the only champion that has this cool like background effect. She's basically red rum. Like she's based on that. Sanguina Mary. It's Bloody Mary into the mirror 3 times, and then she appears. So that's what this is based on. Great visual. She's a Force Affinity. Her overview, I don't know where they're getting this data from. I guess it's just placeholder. This is all probably placeholder. She gets 1 extra turn from Ray 1. I would be curious if it goes A1 extra turn, Relentless set extra turn, then A1 extra turn again, and can cycle, because there was a champion that was bugged that way. I think Rhodos at first with Relentless was bugged, that he would just constantly keep getting extra turns. We'll ignore 33%, we'll ignore 99%. Stone Skin, block damage buffs instead of the skill is used on a turn number that is divisible by 3. This is so random. Wait, she has 5. Okay, she has a passive. This is... Each subsequent hit from the champion deals 33% more damage. Resets after 99% damage bonus, so every 3 it'll reset. Each subsequent hit the champion receives deals 30% less damage. up to 100 reset. So she reduces damage incoming and okay. Revives on okay, so she like mirror revives. So this passive is what seems strong. You got the free prism, have Raphael and Gomlock, Skyhide on fragment standby for pulling. Also have a remnant. I've put agent shards on top. You have 100 voids, 24 sacreds, 20 primals. The extra turns get her to turn divisible by 3 fast. No, that's fair. I'm just saying, like, it seemed when I first read it, it seemed tricky, but now that I'm seeing all these, the way her kit's built, like you said, this is all going to come down to the multipliers. Like, if the multipliers are good, she's like probably a not skip because she's a unique champion. Like, it's very rare. Like, this kit is like a one-of-a-kind kit, likely. She's like kind of like Titus in this way. Like, they're not likely to clone this onto another champion, especially because all the mirroring stuff and all the 33, 66, 99 stuff, divisible by 3. Also, a 3-turn, 3-turn, debuffs 2 turns, can't be blocked or resisted. Like, she seems very strong. I think this might go up if her multipliers are good and down if they're not. Yeah, no, absolutely. Fire Knight, she'll have a home. Maybe even for hard Fire Knight. She is an interesting champion on the regard that you would want multiples of her. Because none of her kit says if, like, you know, is conditional based on multiple versions. So if you did pull her, or you did have a team with like 3 or 4 of her on there, like, it seems like she's pretty significant in taking even hard Fire Knight down. Yeah, like, unless she's garbage, like, she could be very, very good. Endgame players aren't going to have the problem of, like, where do I put her, but Faction Wars hard, Fire Knight hard. If the multipliers are good, maybe Arena. I have so many normal Arena tokens to use. I just hate using them outside of the window. Yeah, so alt prints, there's a mail strike in Canada. We have Canada Post, which is basically like USPS. They've striked 3 times over different disputes, mostly wage disputes. And those 3 strikes have caught, like, in the last 2 or 3 years, I would say they've striked, like, there's we can't remember a time they weren't on strike, essentially. Like, they're on strike, off strike, on strike, up. They keep getting like a foot and trying to take a mile. They are getting boned and screwed, but it is getting to the point of they have threats of the Canadian postal system getting taken from them by, like, companies that'll do it cheaper, and big companies like Amazon switched, broke their contract with them because they're on strike so much. So they lost a huge contract because of that. They're having problems with them so much. So Canada Post is only sending them, like, normal packages, pure later packages, and, like, mail, like paychecks and mail and stuff, like, and, like, cards and all that kind of things to families. But, like, it's been so long. Like, I've had nothing but problems with Canada Post the last 3 years for mailing things to Vancouver for my friends, for they've sent packages back to me. Like, I've paid like $20, $30 per package, sending that, and then they're like, oh, it couldn't be delivered. and I call my friends, like, no one, we looked at our Ring doorbell, or like we looked at our footage, like no one ever tried to deliver this. And then I argue with Canada Post, and like 50% of the time I can get my money back, 50% I can't. So I'm just done with them. Like, they're just a mess. They're not run very well. Their unions built with a lot of older people who are not fighting for them properly. They're kind of fighting for themselves to have good retirement packages, but they're doing like really bad investments for their union stuff, getting bad deals. They broke a, Canada Post used to have a 60 cent a year, or like every like half year. They had some kind of like raise program. For the longer you work for them, your income would keep going up, and they traded that to get a firm $20 or $22 an hour back in like early 2000s, and it obliterated their income stream because of that. Because the company's income stream's fine, but I'm saying the employee income stream and their future, they screwed all future negotiations because the people who are doing it are idiots. So that in short, the company run by bad, like a union run by bad people, and they're just stupid, and they've really cost a lot of jobs, and they're just making worse and worse decisions. B for Fire Knight, 50 points. Yeah, the turtle. How many are you at? You're at 1170. How many am I at? I think I'm at 950. 960. I've got to do this for sure. So that's 960, 990. That's 10,050. Or thousand. Yeah, sorry, 1,050. And then this. There's none here. And the champ chase there is. I did do spider. I did do arena. I haven't missed any. So as long as I can finish the training, which I'll do now while we're talking. I'm gonna save chickens for future. Let's do this. Yeah, the biggest thing that was costly was, like, if you didn't get lucky with the card flipping, that was a big commitment. And if you did all the other events, those were also large commitments, energy-wise. So unless you didn't have energy stocked up or like in standby, your gems probably got nuked pretty hard. Your, like, almost everything probably took like a big hit. Sorry, the hero path one. There's a lot of chat going on right now, so I'm just trying to. Will Leo's path event remain the same? That's the $1,000,000 question. Yeah. Vu, I'm gonna have to do at least half of the champ chase. Luckily, I have Raphael on standby. Like, I don't want to pull them outside of CVC coming, but I might have to. Can whoever asked this question repeat it? The Hero's Path one? Because, like, chat's moving too fast. And I'm trying to just read what's popping up. Just be careful farming food fast. Like, there was Reddit posts about people getting banned because they've developed 1-second teams. So you got to contact Plarium, and you can lose some of your champ training time because of that. They have like some auto thing that like can get triggered by it. Boozer suggested. Sorry, Boozer suggested to put it down to 1 time speed, which did seem to help me avoid it, so make it a 2-second run instead. New text message from It was a scam. Saying I got a speeding ticket, but didn't give me any plate info or like my phone number wouldn't be tied to my car. Delete and block. Okay. It also doesn't say the city it happened in or any of that, so just keep an eye out. There's so many scams now, it's like, I'm surprised no one's made a software to just like filter out anything that's not on your contact list from texting you. Yeah, but Thug, there was a Reddit post of someone who got unbanned, but they didn't use any of that, and they got banned. And there was multiple reports of it from other people too. Because they were doing shredder floor 3, and they could clear it in under a second. So when you have auto, like if you had thousands of auto battles set up to do it, or hundreds, like once you did so many, it was like triggering it as like you were cheating the code, which you're not allowed to do. So then like it was auto banning people, and then you had to go in and try and get like someone to get, you know, from Plarium to respond and unban your account. Hey Trey, you still got a day and a half. So I mean, you don't have to. I can't see mine anymore, but I'm pretty sure you still got a day, don't you? Yeah. Yeah, he was manually doing it. Okay. Yarpy, you're fine. Stop. Poor kitty cats. Kills me. I'm at the point I'm just killing such like what would be good rares. I just have no use for them anymore. Yeah, you got a day left? Okay, you got time. I did the same thing, Trey, where I put all my gems into Spider, and then I was like, wait, I had time. If SKB was here, he'd be like, not gem efficient. This fusion is also going to be a 50-50 fusion, like it's half traditional, half fragment, so keep that in mind. The events are going to, that usually means it's going to be a harder one to do. Kill these. And start killing 4-stars. I don't think I have anything trained, do I? Okay. No more treats, Yarpy. Yes, Yarpy, we can hear you. I know. I agree, it's not fair. I agree. Not fair. You should be allowed to have as many treats as you want, I know. I didn't make the rules. That's a lie. I did. Yeah, I hear you, Thug. I'm pretty much in the same boat too, and I would just also be taking a break. Why did I keep Wretched? I don't care about Wretched. I just need a break from all this, like, heavy stuff. I'm just gonna do account cleanups in November for myself, and I'll probably do some, like, account takeovers or look-throughs for people that want them. Hoping I can finish this trading just with the making 5 stars, and that way I have this. I can make 6 stars if there's another one. How many points does this get me? Not enough is the answer. Not enough. So I'm probably gonna have. So I'm at 2,500. That's not terrible. What, 8 more? How old is this account? Hey Carpenter B, this is a very old account. It's what, almost 6 years? It'd be 6 years in November, or sorry, it'll be 6 years old in February 26th. It's very end game. I will go back to the Tholin account and the other accounts once the Ninja Turtle stuff's done. It's just these last few events have become so intensive, and I really need to get them. Make sure I get these on my main. So I'm a quarter of the way. Wixwell tied his team with Donatello. Screwed up by the third Devourer, yet still reached 1.3 billion damage on Nightmare. Oh, nice. He played from 2021. Older than that. I started playing in 2020. I think she's gone. Because I can't at her. Why is this wobbly? Okay. I don't know why this is wobbling. Okay, weird. Sorry, my desk was wobbling. I don't know why. I started this account, like I can show you, 2020. So it was in between January and February 2020. It was just before they did the Battle Pass. It was right at the end of Sifi and Rhodos, which I did not do those fusions. I think Rhodos was the fusion, and Sifi was the chase. I ended up getting Sifi as my 6th or 7th legendary. I didn't get Rhodos for a long time though. I think he was around like 25 or 26, like in the, or he was early, but still like, he was more like April, May. I shouldn't have taken that energy. Whoops. You know what? He's gonna go in there. Him. RP. Want brushies? I don't know where the brush went. Sorry, RP. Where's the comb? What'd you do with it? We can't do comb me for you if we cannot find it. There it is. There we go. Hey Graham, wow, nice guild. Hey hey Taylor, how you doing? Confirm. Start background. Get me points while I'm waiting. Da, da, da. I'm doing all the training. Our guild's been doing great, Taylor, and getting everything done. Except Chimera. People are still skipping Chimera, and I know Nuts is going nuts, waiting for people to do it. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. I still hope I don't have to make any 6 stars. Such weird levels on some of these. Yeah. I still need one more. So many. Like he's a fusion, so I don't know why he's down there. I will kill a chicken. You're high. Still early game, but it seems so bizarre watching you play. I agree, Carpenter B. It is bizarre watching me play because I jump between different accounts, but when I am playing on this main one, I do a lot wrong, or I do a lot that will work, but it's not how you should aim to beat things in the game. If it functions for me, I'm happy, where people watching are like, you know, you could be more efficient, right? You could be doing this, or you have these champions. If you just re-gear, you can cut, you know, a minute or 2 minutes or 5 minutes off that time. Or hey, you got a team to do a 1 billion damage team. Why aren't you doing that? No answer. So it's I'm re-gearing some things, but November is going to be a big, heavy re-gearing and rebuilding month. I'll be cleaning up a lot of the other accounts and other early game stuff. If you're looking for early game content, I'll be doing more of that soon. When we get to the last week of the turtles, as long as I'm done done Leonardo, and I tried to at least go for shredder in the last ditch. I am going to likely make I think I've already made it. I'll have to check in, but I'm gonna just do the game run just with Michelangelo. So just Mikey solo, see what he can do by himself. It'll just be him, his 5-star soul, and go. Okay, so there's lots of champions there to do. I more need to finish these guys. I'm gonna do 4 stars, so we'll just do this. Do not use a barrel. You smell Hydra Chimera already, both on Nightmare. They should add Ultra Nightmare for Chimera. Because, I mean, it is so hard to get the crafting materials for the relics. And just the actual, like, stones. The jewels. They need to kick it up a notch. Same with Hydra at this point. I would say make a Ultra Nightmare exclusive champion that's on par with Mithrala for Ultra Nightmare Hydra, and make it really damn hard. Like make it a like you're like you know, it's got you need a clan commitment to it. They had mentioned they were gonna do a boss like that. That was like a boss or an area of the game that was like commitment from the community. So I'm curious what that's gonna be. There's so much more they could do with bosses in this game if they just like put their minds to it. I don't know if I need this many, but I made lots of food. Okay. Oh, get out of there. You just did Hydra though. I'll do Chimera tomorrow to get it out of the way. Chimera's clock's done, Taylor. Just so you can see, like, Chimera's on cooldown. Are you mean once the cooldown's done, you're gonna do it just to burn it? I think that's what you mean. Yeah, that makes sense. That's a good strategy and good thing to do is just get it done early and then you don't gotta worry about it versus me waiting to the last day and being like, oops, no, I forgot, I missed it, whoops. What? Oh. All the XP went to those guys. Pizza points, rare book. Yeah, for the next week, I figured. No, that's good of you. Get me into better habits. Yeah, Hydra definitely could use an Ultra Nightmare. The relic materials, I think, should be add another tier in Classic Arena and put relic. The relics are too powerful. So what they've done is this. Relics are such a power creep. And I get what you're saying, like maybe the rare and epic tier they could, but the mythical and legendary ones are such an end game item that they're gatekeeping it for a reason, because they don't want to make it easy, because you understand if they make it easy for normal players, whales and krakens will have it like in spades. I'm talking on every champion they'll have the best relics, and then the game will be really out of balance. It already is, but I just mean it'll be even more so. You headed to bed? Yeah, no, thanks so much. Thanks for stopping by, Taylor. It's good to see you. Good to hear from you. I'm just doing a quick stream as well. I'm going to go to bed in about 20 minutes. But I just wanted to make sure I got a stream in tonight and another one tomorrow night. Saturday night into Sunday will be hard for me to stream this weekend. I might miss Sunday as a heads up to everybody, and then I'll be streaming Monday again, and it might go... Next week is insanely busy for me. I'm finishing off a bunch of jobs. It's my uncle's wedding, and I have to like 3D print at a friend's the parts for my Halloween costume. I'm doing like a raptor chest burster, and I have to get all the parts made and printed. And then I also have to build the string mechanism that goes up the arm, and it's like a bunch of ring pulleys. It's like a gauntlet kind of thing that'll be underneath the sleeve, and then it's going to be run to the chest that I can just move my fingers, and it'll move the hands and claws of the raptor once he bursts out. So it's going to be fun. Yeah, but what I'm worried about, the thing I'm worried about if they do a world boss is it'll be the clan boss, but on a global scale, and just be a damaged cushion. They need to make something interesting. Like, it has to be as intricate as the Chimera or the Hydra. That's a minimum bar. And it could be something cool if they really put their minds to it, that like the more it's like an unlimited turn thing or something, or like maybe it's do the 1500 turn limit to see what form you can push it to. So like you as an individual player, or like even as a community, Form 1 might be like do 200 billion damage, or like, because it's global, you got to keep in mind for the numbers. And let's even say it's like 2 trillion damage, and These are high numbers, blah, blah. So it starts off with like a shell or an egg form or something, and then you crack that, like, and then like a phoenix or like a monster or something comes out of it and hatches a little bit. And then you finish that and you get a holy, and then, or it's like you're cracking through layers of shells. And then as you're cracking it, it's transforming or it's adjusting to the teams, and like how Hydra grows more heads, it's growing like stronger body parts kind of thing. Like it could do something really intricate and interesting. And it just like, and it'll have like, where it'll look interesting is the draw, but then the game mechanics, it'll be very straightforward. Like it's going to have grow an arm that'll stun, and you can choose to target the arm and blow up the arm, but then it might grow another arm that'll be like, it shoots, it puts burns on people, and then you break that arm, and then it goes to it'll maybe do like an AoE stun, and then it goes from the stun and you break off that arm, and it's like a crab claw, and it shoots bubbles, and the bubbles will you know, slow your champions. And then if you do, and they remove buffs or something, and then you do another like a couple of arms or legs or whatever. I'm just going through different things they could do. And then say like you cut off the head, it can go into like a 2-head limited phase for 5 turns or something, and the second head means its turn rate's doubled. And then if that's gone, then it, like, you know, you could really do like a Frankenstein-y kind of monster that's just destroying parts like they did with the Hydra heads, except they're not separate things, they're one amalgamation. So they could do something really great, but they really got to think outside the box. Like I just for the short time I did do game design stuff, like it's not, game design isn't hard, it's what boundaries and limitations you put on it. So the hard part is once you have limitations, like removing them. So this would be so intricate, it'd be so outside that it would be a whole separate bar. But that's why it could happen, and you could do it, is because it's a world boss, not a clan boss. Yeah, you're not just doing a damage pincushion. You're like, oh, I need something that can survive 12% HP burn. So you need buff remove, and you can't like make these like debuffs you cannot remove. So make them irresistible. Make I don't have any stupid shield phases. That's the number one thing I would request. Like that, like in the design, they cannot make it have like, and if they do, it needs to be like it goes into like an egg phase or something, where it's like how a phoenix revives from an egg, like it goes back into the egg phase, and then during those 2 turns or something, it gives you time to heal or revive champions, and then when it rips out, it does like a big AoE like damage hit or damage check. So you need to have like damage immunity. You could do, if like, I wouldn't, like an interesting thing to do, but don't do it right away maybe, is like faction limitation. I think it's better to do it without limits, but then doing limits does cause the Kraken and whales to like have to think and not just make one team and go. It would be cool too if it could if it's like its own affinity, or it's like a void treated affinity where it has no weakness and it's not weak to anything. Yeah. They can just do some interesting stuff. Like it could be a big machine like the Iron Twins that falls apart and like gets new parts. It could be, like I said, like a phoenixy bird kind of thing with like different limbs, or Frankenstein creature. It could be a chimera typed creature, except like you're cutting off the heads, legs, and tails and stuff, and it's growing in new ones. It could be like you know, just like this monstrosity of a beast. Like it could be a dozen different things. Like the biggest things, mechanics they can never put back in the game, in my opinion. You can never put life barrier on anything else. I think enough of the community absolutely hate that ability, and I'm one of them. The other thing is poison cloud. It's too tricky, and while they can be dealt with, they're really like, they're such a damage check if you're going to do a world boss, that I don't think the community would be able to get rid of them. Needs to be things that are, you don't want shieldy things. You want mechanics that are like, deal with it and then see what's next. It should definitely be harder than Amius. Amius once was like a 2-trick pony once people figured him out. Enough. Enough. Sorry. Yeah, absolutely. We'll see how let them cook the world. Yeah, Vu. I think they should take community input like they did with Wixwall. I think they can come up with something pretty great. Nine plays protection counters Amius with protection buffs. What? So, what I think would be interesting too is, like, if they really wanted to go outside the box, they could do. You start with 5 champions. Once those 5 champions are dead, you get team 2 will rotate in, or something, or like. Don't like it could like they'll probably do if they do a world boss it'll probably be like a month, and if it's a month-long thing or even if it's 2 weeks long, like, or once a week, they need to a key limit, like it needs to be I'm gonna say 3. You're gonna need 3 keys on it, or 2, because you're gonna want to try different teams, or they need to right away from the get-go put in you're gonna have to from the get-go put in that it's like today's Friday 6. This next week. 4:30 on Friday. Son of a. Got 2 hours in between. Sorry about that. I was just looking at work schedules. They need to. The hard thing is if you're doing a world boss, it can't. Like, if you don't want it to have the stupid poison cloud and those kind of things on it that'll deny you the ability to do things, you need like you need a refresher stage to revive, like the egg, like I said, and you also would probably need the vice versa needs to be true, like to not make an infinity. You need something that doesn't allow infinity shield cheese. Like make us make other teams. Like maybe you can only do damage to him if you're under perfect veil, like during like certain parts, and under perfect veil, and he's got decreased defense. Like those are conditions. Like how the Chimera has trials. Maybe put trials on the world boss. You got to do as you're progressing. But that's what I'm worried about is like they need to look at the best, cut out the worst and take the best from all 3. Hell, make it so the laziest way they could do this is like a rotating clan boss. Like if they start with this one and it changes to Hydra, like it does this for 10 turns, this for 10 turns, or like 5 turns, 5 turns, 5 turns, or even 1, 1, 1. It's like a metamorph kind of monster. So it just keeps changing between these. It can change into any Hydra head. It can change into any Chimera form. And then it's also got the clan boss like AoE smash as an ability. Just something like that would be the laziest way to design. But like this Void, I know this is the Chimera's Den, the Great Void, but I think they could come up with something for here. Like something Void, like affinity specific. A Centipede would be really cool. Or like a big bug of some kind. ERP, you're fine. So this, I get some goodies. This would be great. This would be enough. Okay, so training, we'll get going. I'm just too tired to play with the kitties tonight. I feel bad. They've gone through just 2 more days and they'll be okay. De-stress. That's right, you play with the string. They're also like stressed because like me moving all the boxes and stuff just kicked up whatever dander was in the apartment. Like I vacuumed the living hell out of it and cleaned the floors, but they're still having a rough go. I do have to go to work in 5 hours, so I do gotta end stream, guys. Personally love it if the world boss was a giant pizza. Changes its kit, its toppings change. That would be fun. That would be a fun one to do if they did like April Fool's-y kind of things. I think it would be cool, like if they did ghosts. It could be a good idea too. Like, you know, for a turn it's got perfect veil, so it's see-through, like you can't attack it. And then the next turn it's got like it's you can hit it, but you know, gotta like I don't know, you gotta put like block debuffs to hit it, like this conditional things, or like trials, like how they have Chimera make those conditional like fight things. There's so many cool things they could do. They could spitball forever for it. I hope everyone had a great time. Sorry the stream is so quick, but I gotta work in 5 hours and I'm absolutely destroyed, tired. I did see a fun movie tonight. It's called Deathstalker. It's a remake of an older movie, but it's basically Evil Dead, Army of Darkness meets like the Dark Ages. So if you ever saw a movie called Doomsday, it's like those two combined. It was just super fun. It's like very Xena, Conan-esque. It's made by the guy who made Psycho Goreman. It's really, really fun movie. Saw the premiere tonight. It was excellent. Really suggested. Okay, and I'm going to get going, guys. I got to get to sleep. I hope everyone had a great time. Sorry for the short stream, but things will get back to normal in about 2 weeks. I'll definitely try to stay on top of all the turtle stuff as it starts wrapping up, and everyone enjoy the rest of your weekend. I have a very hectic next like 9 days. I'm going to stream maybe an hour or two here and there when I can. I cannot do anything too long in the coming days. Sorry about that. But I appreciate you guys in the audience. Appreciate the community. Please jump in the Discord if you haven't. And good night, because I can say good night forever. But like, subscribe, the thumbs up, likes really helps circulation of the videos and streams, and appreciate the community and the growth. And let's have some fun in the coming days, guys. All the best. Have a good night.